You slept last night, maybe not great, but enough, technically enough, and yet the moment your eyes opened this morning, it was already there. That weight, sitting on your chest before the day even had a chance to begin. You lay there thinking, maybe another 10 minutes, maybe that would finally be the thing. It was not. So you got up. You started moving, and from the outside, you look completely fine, functional, normal, maybe even put together, but inside, quietly, something in you already knew. Today is going to cost more than I have. That feeling, that specific, heavy, wordless feeling, that is what we are talking about today. Not regular tiredness, not the kind a good night of sleep actually fixes, not the kind that makes sense after a hard week and disappears by Sunday. The other kind, the kind that stays, the kind that is there when you wake up, there when you go to bed, and somehow still there after 2 weeks of trying to rest more, stress less, take better care of yourself. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because what I am about to say is something most people spend years not understanding about themselves. There are two completely different things that wear a human being down. The first is fatigue. Your body works hard. Your body needs sleep. You sleep, you recover. Simple. It follows rules. The second one does not follow rules. It does not respond to sleep the way it should. It does not lift after a day off. It does not care that you went to bed early or finally took that long weekend. It stays because it was never about your body in the first place. This second thing has a name. Depletion. Fatigue says, rest your body. Depletion says, something deeper in you has been running on empty for a very long time. That difference is everything, because you cannot fix depletion with sleep any more than you can fill a crack in a wall by repainting it. The surface looks better. The problem is still there. So where does depletion actually come from? Think about your average day, not the tasks, the invisible work underneath all of that. Every conversation where you had to stay calm when you did not feel calm. Every room where you walked in, read the mood, and quietly adjusted yourself to fit it. Every moment where you felt something real and then made the decision to put it away because the timing was wrong, because no one needed that from you right now. Every version of yourself you had to perform. The patient one, the stable one, the one who handles things, the one who holds it together so others do not have to. That performance is labor, real labor. And unlike physical tiredness, this kind does not announce itself loudly. It quietly accumulates, day after day, year after year, until one day you wake up and cannot remember the last time you felt genuinely rested. Here is the part that explains why sleep keeps failing you. Even when you lie down at night, some part of you does not. It replays the conversation from this afternoon. It plans tomorrow. It holds a low, constant background hum of everything unfinished, everything uncertain, everything you are responsible for. Your body is horizontal. Your nervous system is not. Real rest requires safety, not just darkness and silence. Your nervous system has to genuinely believe, even for a few hours, that nothing needs monitoring right now, that you can let go without anything falling. A lot of people have not felt that in years, so they sleep with one hand still gripping the rope, and they wake up tired, wondering why rest keeps not working, never realizing they were never fully resting at all. There is something else happening that almost no one talks about. You are good at suppression. You probably call it being mature, not overreacting, knowing when to let things go. But here is what is actually happening. Every feeling you push down does not disappear. It goes somewhere inside you and stays there. The frustration you converted into patience. The fear you never had time to feel. The grief you postponed because life kept moving. The anger you swallowed so many times it started to feel like nothing. Converting those feelings into function takes energy. Constant, quiet, invisible energy. This is why some people are most exhausted, not after physically demanding days, but after perfectly normal ones. After work, after dinner with family, after a social event where nothing bad happened, but every single interaction required internal adjustment. They come home and collapse, not because of what they did, because of everything they held in while doing it. Now here is the moment most people feel it click. Think about how much of your energy goes toward just keeping things stable, maintaining your job, your relationships, your reputation, your mood against the weight of the week, keeping the peace, keeping the plate spinning, keeping yourself together enough that everyone else does not have to feel how much you are actually carrying. Maintenance is necessary, but maintenance almost never gives anything back. It keeps things from breaking. It does not restore you. And when most of your energy goes toward maintenance month after month and almost none goes toward things that actually fill you back up, the math breaks. You are spending more than you are earning. Every single day, that is what depletion really is. Not a bad week, not a busy season, a slow leak that no amount of sleep can patch from the outside. Some of you are carrying something else, something quieter. You are lonely, not alone, lonely, surrounded by people, needed by people, in contact all day long, but not truly met by them. You give, you listen, you show up, but somewhere along the way you stopped being known and started being useful. And when connection becomes one more thing you perform, instead of something that restores you, even the people in your life start to feel draining. You come home from being around humans and feel somehow more empty than if you had been by yourself. That is a particular kind of exhaustion. Sleep does not come close to touching it. And in the deepest layer, there is often grief. Grief for the version of you that had more energy, more lightness, more genuine excitement about ordinary things. Grief that life has quietly shifted from something you were living to something you were managing. This grief does not always look like sadness. Sometimes it looks like fog. Sometimes it looks like not caring about things you know you should care about. Sometimes it just looks like waking up tired every single morning and not knowing why. So here is what I want you to take from all of this. If you are tired in a way sleep cannot fix, you are not broken, you are not lazy, you are not weak. You are spent. And there is an enormous difference. Spent means something real was used up, over time, quietly, in ways no one could easily see, including you. Your tiredness is not a personal failure. It is a signal. It is your body finally being honest about a life your mind has been trying to normalize for a long time. The question is not just how do I sleep better? The question is, what has actually been draining me? And have I been honest enough with myself to see it? That is where real recovery starts. Not with a new routine, with the truth. If this felt like something you needed to hear, send it to one person in your life who is always tired but never says why. They will understand every word of it. Leave a comment below and tell me which part hit you hardest. I read every single one, and more often than not, your comment becomes the next video. And if you want more of these honest conversations about the things people carry but rarely name, subscribe. There is a lot more coming.